everyone, this is Abdulwahab, and today, before I start my presentation, I would like to ask a few questions. Um, have you ever wanted free hot water, or and do you know how to get the hot water for free? Um, of course, we're talking about the solar water for solar water heater in order to get that free water. But do you know what the solar means? Solar power means? Does any one of you know? Alright, so here's the breakdown for my presentation. First, we'll talk about the solar power system. I'll give you some background. And after that, I'll talk about the solar water heater. And last thing, I'll talk about how important is it to have one of it. Okay, so the solar power system, it's basically converting the power that comes from the sunlight into electricity or heat or any other kind of power using collector or solar panel. And now that you have a better understanding of the solar power, I'm going to talk about the solar water heater. What is it? It's a two-piece device that converts the sunlight into heat, and I'll talk about what it's made from and how it works in the next slides. As you can see here, this is the collector, and we have the other piece called the tank. It's just basically a tank where you put the water inside, and we have two pipes. One to provide the collector with cold water, and it comes inside the box from here into the copper, and inside the box we put in the side and underneath a metal sheet to reflect the sunlight to maximize the heat inside it, and cover that with glazing frame in order to let the sunlight in but keep the heat inside. And there's also another pipe to get the hot water and back to the tank. And I'll show you how. Here I have a lyric experiment for you. Here's water, it's room temperature, and I have here hot water, and I colored it in red, and here cold water, and it's in blue. Okay. So as you can see here, but I put too much blue, and the hot water always go up, rise up, and the blue water, which is the cold one, always sinks. And that follows the chemistry rule, where the hot water always rises, but the cold water always sinks. Okay, so this is how it works basically. Here we have a tank, and here's the collector. We have the water inside here. It goes back down because it's cold water, and it gets heat up in the collector. And because what I showed you here, following the chemistry rule, it goes up back again in the tank, and it circulates again and again. But if you do it the other way around, then you're gonna need a solar panel to provide the collector with the electricity, to have the pump force the cold water to go up, breaking the chemistry rule. And here's the two pictures just to show you how the metal sheet works to reflect the sun. As you can see here, here's the pipe, and it maximized because we want the copper gets as much sunlight as possible. That's why we use the metal sheets. And there's two types of copper we can use inside the collector. The parallel, where we put the water, it comes here first and get heat up and goes out on the top. Or we have the serpentine, which has the S shape. Each one has its advantage and its disadvantage. And for the parallel one, it gets to higher degree than the super tank. The super tank gets heated up faster than the parallel. This is a graph of students and a group of students that they made in MIT University, that's EDU, that I found. Disregard the rubber cases because we're now talking about the copper. And you can see here the difference between the heat inside the collector and the heat inside the water. For the parallel, it loses up to almost 10% of its heat between the collector and the water itself. And for the super time, it loses about 15. So the parallel is more reliable and gives you better results. So why would they need to get this solar water heater? It's reliable and works in almost any condition. And it's cheap, it costs almost nothing. Simple, you can make it, you can find its material like anywhere. And no maintenance required. According to energy.gov, I found the article says that it may take until 10 years until you need maintenance for that. And also if you need to replace something, it's not going to cost you that much. And it's a passive device, it works all by itself, it's circulating again and again. I'm not saying it's using alternative energy. Me as an engineer, we always look for green technology, which means friendly, environmentally free, environmentally friendly power. So we're just using the sun light in order to get power. So, like for me, I have this device. It's using the solar panel in order to get my phone charged, and I believe all of you have something like that. Like your calculator should have something in the top like this. So for closer, this was my project for engineering 150 2 years ago, and you can see how simple is it. It only cost me $20 to make it. So for conclusion, first I talked about the solar power, and after that I explained how we make it, how we make the solar water heater, and what it's made from, and last thing, why would someone need it? For closure, I would say I could see the increase of using the solar power in everyday life in the near future. Is there any question? All right, thank you so much.